class 5. This is the third part of the chapter Wet Wealth. So in the previous video we have completed up to page number 19, and from this in this video I am going to start with page number 20. Okay, so we have also discussed about the different sources of water that we get in India, and especially we have also discussed about the monsoon rain, and we also have discussed about the rivers of the country and what are the usefulness of rivers in our country, and why sometimes rivers are dangerous to us. Okay, so now we are going to start from, as I have told you, that we are going to start from the page number 20. So it is there, it's written that lakes and ponds. That means it is also another source of water, that is lakes and ponds. Okay. So in many parts of India, lakes and ponds are a source of water. As I have told when in the first video, I told you that in many places, especially in villages, we get to see the ponds. In towns also we have seen that lakes and these things. Many, that means in a huge part of our country, we get this kind of sources of water, that means lakes and ponds. Okay, several are naturally formed, but in many places people dig ponds to store rainwater which they can use. See, in this context, we can say it also that these lakes and ponds are, first, that is there are two kinds of lakes and ponds. That is one that is natural, okay, and another one that is man-made. So natural means you can understand that naturally we get the rivers, lakes and ponds, and man-made means people are digging the places and they are storing the water over there. Okay, and in this case we get the lakes and different that means lakes and that means ponds, and it is called the man-made thing. Okay, now we are going to discuss about groundwater. So what is this groundwater? Now students, as you have seen that I have drawn something here, so I am going to describe it also, that how this happened, and that means how the groundwater we get. Okay, when it rains, some rainwater seeps into the ground until it comes to the layer of rock through which it cannot pass. Here it forms an underground pool. This is called groundwater. Now I am going to explain that how we get this groundwater. Okay, this is what happens. Rain seeps into the ground when the water comes to a layer of rock through which it cannot pass. It forms a pool. More water is added to this pool by seepage from nearby streams, rivers, lakes and ponds. Now I have just read out what is written in the book. Now I have to explain that what for your betterment, that you have to understand that how we get the groundwater. See, this is what you can understand. This is the cloud, and from there we get the rain. Okay, so now see this one, rain seeps into the ground. So that means this rain, it comes to the ground. Okay, and you know that soil is having the that means the pores and the holes also. So we get this the water will come into to this place, and through the pores the soil is absorbing the water, and it goes below the ground. It goes to the that means the ground portion. Okay, so now when the water comes to a layer, now you see this one here I have drawn, this is the layer of rocks. Clear? So this is the layer of rocks, and up to that the water can come, and water cannot pass through this layer of rock. That means in this portion water can stag. Okay, water comes from the rain, and water seeps into the through the soil, and then water goes into this portion, and this is the level of groundwater. This portion is the level of groundwater. Okay, now But here it is not the groundwater. Here the level of rocks, and as it is having the rock, so rock is not allowing the water to go to seep into the further portion. Okay, so that means here we are getting the water. Clear? So in this way we get the water, and how we have the water, but how we can use this water? Through the tube well. You can understand this is the big one at that it's a tube. You can understand this one. Okay, and with the help of this tube well we get the water. Here this that means you can understand this tube goes into this portion. Okay, as it goes into this portion, here you can see that is the level of groundwater, and with the help of the tube well we get the water. Okay, and here we get the water through this tube well. Clear? Now here we can also understand this is digging portion. We can maybe people can people can dig the portion, and or it's naturally this is a place and curved place, and we get the water. Okay, and when the water comes into the portion, and then we get the pond here. Clear? Now we use now I want to say you one thing, that as I have drawn this picture over there, you can see this picture also in this page. See, this is the page. This is the page, and that means this is the photo. This is the photo, and this is the picture, and there you can also understand through this picture. Okay, how we get the groundwater. Now as more water is added to this pool by seepage from nearby streams, rivers, lakes and ponds. Okay, that means you see here it is a pond. Okay, so pond is having pond is having the water, and through this portion, that is a big amount of water we get, and through this portion there is also the pores. The soil is having the pores, and this portion also with the that means is getting the water from the pond. Okay, and the water is also adding with this level. Okay, the level of groundwater. So in this case ponds and you can say it also the lakes, streams, rivers are also helping to make the groundwater. Okay. So I think up to that it's clear. So I have explained this, and also again I am explaining through this picture. So just look at this picture. Here you can see this is the layer of the rock, and when the rain comes, what happens? Rain falls upon this soil, and then the soil is absorbing the water, and this portion, and here it is the layer of rock, and layer of rock is not allowing the water to that means to go into the next level. So what will happen? The water will stag in this portion, and through the help of the tube well we get the water, and this is a very big one, a long one, and here is the water, level of water, and the water, that means tube well is getting the water from this from the help of this thing. Okay, so in this way we get the groundwater, and we use the groundwater in our daily lives. Okay.